Hello, this is Rob from Rims Models. This is my 8th update of the RYEFIELD Panther with the cutaway parts. Just before we start, I'd just like to say a big thank you to you all your subscribers, all your comments. Really do appreciate them all. And if anyone's interested as well, I'm actually on TikTok now. So if you just put Rims Models in the same and I'll be on there as well. So here I carry on with the transmission. What I'll do, I'll finish the transmission off in this update, and then I'll be starting the engine, which I'll finish off as well in the next update. So again, just keep dry fitting, making sure your parts fit, because what you don't want to be doing is putting your glue on and then trying to put the parts together and finding out that they don't fit. On a couple of occasions where the sprue nibs have been very fine, but it's been enough to stop the fit. So there's 2 of these. I've already done the one, but I won't show you every part like gluing it together, because it'll be a really long video, and some of the pieces as well are that small. I think you'd struggle to see. But again, no problems at all. The fit's beautiful. The plastic is really nice to work with. It cleans up really nicely. There are ejector pin marks, but some of them are slightly raised, so just slight sand with the swipe with the sanding stick, it's gone. Alright, so this transmission I'm doing without the painting, just the construction, there was 2 nights work, just to give you an idea of how many the parts count is incredible. And after this I've still got the painting, the weathering, there's decals to put on as well. But the good thing is, because you got the cutaway parts as well, you're going to be able to see it all. So we're still working on the transmission. There's actually, for this, there's I'll tell you how many steps there is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps to do this. But they're really busy steps as well. But when you see the end result, you'll probably agree that it is really nice. So again, there's 2 little pins and a couple of holes. You just marry the 2 up, and what I do, I just spot a little bit of glue in the holes and then put the 2 holes together and just run the extra thin around the joints. But just making sure, keep your fingers out of the way. The last thing you want's like fingerprints in the glue. Now these end pieces, they only go one way, so you can't really get them the wrong way. And there's a little pin at the bottom just to help you with your location. Okay. As you can see, the fit's excellent. I know I keep saying it, but the fit is excellent. Okay, so lots of little parts as well to glue on, and there's it's pretty much all the same colour. There's only there's like two pieces with the dials on, and that they're a different colour, but they're easy enough to mask off. And so I'll glue it all together, paint it all the one colour first, and then mask off and paint the two control panels in. Okay, this is just a little sub-assembly. There is a little bit of a seam to take care of. But what I'll do, leave it when it's dried. I'll just go back and just swipe it, a couple of swipes with the knife, and it's gone. It's the bolt detail on this. When you've done your wash, it'll really pop out. It's hard to tell with this coloured plastic. As soon as you primer it and paint it, the detail just comes out. Now there is a seam line underneath, but you ain't got to worry about that because you ain't going to see it. So this piece I'm gluing on is what the two control panels sit on. There's a couple of little pins just to help you locate it. But before I glue the panels on, I'll let that dry overnight. This is another day now, this is. And because there are only two little pins that hold it on, so if you start pressing down on it too much, it'll all move out of place. Alright, so that's one of the panels. There's two decals to go on that, and then on the big panel then there's 3 decals. So it'll be a really nice piece. Right, so we're still working on the transmission. Well, you can see how small some of the parts are. And the good thing as well, when they're on the sprues, there's not many connection points on the small parts, and they're on the ends as well. A lot of them on the ends, so you can clean them up really easy. I've snapped one piece, but that was my fault, and it was only a like a plastic bit of wiring connecting to the engine, but I just done a new one out of wire. You can't tell. So still checking the fit, making sure it all fits okay. Right, now I just test fitted these off camera, and there is a couple of little sprue nibs on there. You just need to take care of because it'll stop your fit. So all I did, just put a bit of glue where the pins are, and then let the glue go around. Right, just run the glue around, let it capillary into it. But all this is the same colour. which is the XF18. Now I've already started, I'm a couple of videos ahead, so I've already started painting, but I'll show you on the update, the painting update, what I've used. So that's the front. You're looking at the front there. Okay, so that's it up till now, and there's still plenty of parts to glue on yet. I've done a couple of parts off camera there. I could have done an whole update just building this. Okay, so just making sure it's upright, it's all square. There's 2 connection points on that little piece, but it's really easy. If you've got a nice sharp knife, you can just scrape the pin off the nib, no problem. Okay, so just keep checking. So this is a little it's like a square hole just to help you with your alignment. Right, so we're still on. These are what I've done in the last update. So they've had a bit of time to dry. You just glue them all together. As I'm going along, I'll just square them up, and what I'll do off camera, I'll just run the ruler down it just to make sure they're square. But there's 3 little assemblies on this. Well, if you go back to update 7, you'll see me actually building all this. Okay, so that's that bit. All them levers and pedals are for the driver. Right, so just another little pedal assembly. There's little photo etch bits to go on the end of all these pedals, but I'll do them off camera because they're really small. Got a nice little like checker plate pattern on them, and all I did, I just sprayed them and then dry brush a bit of polished metal on there just to make it look like the paint's wore off. I'll show you all that in the update. Okay, there's 2 little holes on the top, so all you got to just make sure you got it the right way round. Okay, so apart from there's a few little bits of photo etch to fit. That's pretty much it finished. Right, I'm just going to show you now one of the pedals I'm fitting. Well, this is a new product I've had, and it's off my mate's Mike Muppet Modeller, who kindly sent me two just to try, and they're really handy. It's a little wax pencil, and it makes the little bits of photo etch easy to hold. So thanks for that, Mike. They're really helpful. There's 6 of these to fit. So again, the pound shop glue. You got a few seconds before it dries totally, so you can just manoeuvre it into position. Right, now this is a different assembly now. This is where the 2 dry shafts go into. I'm not sure what it's called. But this is a nice little assembly as well. And you got options with this. So again, I cut the parts off, clean them up. I'll test fit them all off the camera, and then I can actually show you me gluing it together. There's 4 little holes. Just line the pins up. So we're still working on the same part. This little bit I'm doing there, there's 4 parts just for this. Now this will be painted the XF63, which is German grey, and it's all the same colour as well, so you ain't got to mask nothing. I'll just got it the wrong way around. There's like 3 little pins just to help you. Once you've got it lined up, it's fine. Okay, guys, you can see it's really detailed. Right, we're still working on the same assembly. But all this will be visible. But I think it's the next update you actually see. I'll dry fit everything in the hull, the lower hull, and then you'll see how much you can actually see. But you got to just take a bit more time, because there's a lot of ejector pin marks on some of the parts. So just take your time. Keep an eye on what you're doing. So just gentle squeeze together. And that just fits on the top. Oops, it fell apart there. I'll just do it off camera just to, because it was quite fiddly. Right, this is the last little section on this little sub-assembly. And there's only two parts. There's three parts on this little bit I'm doing. All you gotta do, just make sure you got it the right way. Right, there's two little cutouts, like where you just make sure you got it again. Make sure you're the right way, because there is a left and a right. The instructions are really clear. Right, so that's that assembly done. Right, now this is another part of the lower hull. There's three parts on this. Now this will be painted the off-white colour. Again, there's a couple of locating pins. Right, more little sub-assemblies. Again, for the lower hull. You got a decal as well to fit on that. I think it's a first aid box. Now that box is a different colour to the other bits. Okay. Right, now we're working on the engine now. Now this will be over 2 updates. This is a really detailed engine. I'm debating whether to have this out the tank on show because it's really a lovely detailed engine. Now these bits here, these seams you won't see once the two ends are on. That piece, just double check you got it the right way, because you can get it the wrong way. Right, before you glue the end on to the actual engine block, just glue these bits on first, because you won't get to them once you've glued the end on. You can see the detail, it's really nice. So all I'm doing is just running the glue around like capillary. Now the engine is sprayed XF63 as well. Okay, so this is still the engine, this is the top now. There's 4 of these parts to fit. Now these can go either way, so but the bit that glues on the top, you got to make sure you got that the right way. There's a couple of there's like ejector pin marks on the ends, so all I'm doing, I'm sorting them out so the ejector pin marks are on the inside, because when you've got the two parts together you can't see them. There's a little piece, there's a glues on the top. I'm just making sure I've got it the right way round. Okay, so that sits on top of the engine. I'm just showing you here. Now this is where it's important. I did get it the wrong way around, so luckily I noticed and I managed to just pull it apart and just turn it round. Right, this is the other end now of the engine. There's 2 of these pieces I'm fitting now. Right, these, just make sure again you go them the right way up. and it's important you fit them first. There is little I'd raise some little photo etch to fit, but again I'll do them off camera. So as you can see, it hides that seam line. There's no need for any filling or anything. The fit that really is that good. But that's just keep checking that dry fit. Dry fit everything, and then if you need to sand it down or tweak it a little bit, you can. Right, so this is my update 8. So if you like what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe, really do appreciate it. And in the next update I'll be finishing off the engine and carrying on construction of the lower hull. So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next update.